Dear black people, it's another day on Goddess Internet where a white person tries to literally talk down on you. But you know what? Watch this with some grace and just know this man in particular, I don't know if something is wrong. Like literally, I think there's something wrong with him with black people. But anyway, let's watch the video.
If I have a black female surgeon, my first assumption will be this person had to meet lower standards because the school or the certifying board was so anxious to say we have a black female surgeon. And of course, it's unfair to the individual, but then the whole system is unfair. So should you be shocked that it produces unfair results? No. I mean, it's unfair.
This is completely incorrect. In order to become a board certified surgeon, whether it's a general surgeon or a plastic surgeon like myself, we have to pass written board exams as well as oral exams. They don't give you preferential treatment or allow you to pass exams at a lower score based off of your gender or your skin color. And the truth is, you may have to work actually harder to become a board certified surgeon if you're a female or especially an African American female. And this is because in order to be accepted into that program, you have to be ranked high on their list of desirable applicants. And they look at all sorts of factors, including your board scores, how hard you work, and how much personally they may connect with you. And the fact is that the program directors, the surgeons that make these lists of the most desirable candidates to become surgeons are overwhelmingly male and white. So whether you have a good or a bad surgeon is not based off of their gender or their skin color.
Recently, we found out that meanwhile, these people were on the internet saying, Trump removed DEI. Now black people are going to have to be hired off of merit because black people are DEI hires. The entire world finds out that actually the highest percentage that benefits from DEI is white people. And then you ask yourself, how has the DEI been benefiting black people? Hello? How? And now I feel like when you watch Tucker, what he's trying to say is, I feel like he's trying to make us forget that it's the whites that have been benefiting more from DEI than black people. And they are most probably to be hired off DEI than black people. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Notskunda S. If you're new here, hi, I'm crazy. But some things on the internet, they just make my boil. My blood boil. Even English is refusing me right now. But if you're new to my channel, consider subscribing, like, comment, and share. Honestly, guys, I want to know what you think about this. Like, you are the DEI hires. Hello? Black people are seeing the most on planet Earth.
A black female surgeon, my first assumption will be this person had to meet lower standards.
Tell me that you're stupid without telling me that you're stupid. They had to meet what lower standards? What are you talking about? You know absolutely nothing. And you think that all black people are not intelligent. If she wasn't that intelligent, would she have passed medical school? Would she have passed her practical training to perform surgery on patients? The answer for that is no. Why don't you check your own level of intelligence before you come for someone?
If I have a black female surgeon, my first assumption will be this person had to meet lower standards because
Wow, what are the black female surgeons going to do without you? You must be very, very important. It's like if you don't get the surgery, the world will stop spinning. They must be crying and shaking in their boots right now. They are probably dreaming about you, yeah? So don't get the surgery and let's see if the world spins or not. I don't know why people entertain these idiots, bro. No explanation needed. Die. You get me? Just die. There will be one less idiot on the planet. You get me? So yeah.
Just another random day where a white man comes on the internet to mock black women that they are DEI hires. He can never take them serious in a working environment. And first things first, before I quarrel, I just want to say, You have no right or whatsoever. Y'all, let me tell you, I don't want to start cursing because YouTube will take away my cash. But if you know on God's internet what it takes for a black, hear me correctly, because a black woman in particular, this is aggravating me so much because it is not only in America, it's already bad enough that black people are being categorized in a certain way that they are not taken serious, they are DEI hires, they not qualify them enough. It is even deeper for black women. And let me tell you, you know what the PT is? Even in Africa, on our very own continent, on the motherland, this system is there. A black woman to be a specialist in something, even in Africa, they will literally make it hard for her. So when you find a black woman in a position in a hospital and she is the specialist, when she tells you sit your ass down, you better sit. Because baby, she had to prove herself 10 times more than even the men to be there. I need to calm down.
If I have a black female surgeon, my first assumption will be this person had to meet lower standards because
That's just because you're racist and sexist. I mean, the data shows that if you're cared for by a female surgeon, you're more likely to have a better outcome. And the shortage of black physicians in our communities actually harms patient outcomes. And when there is a higher percentage of black physicians, then especially black patients have better outcomes. Remember, facts don't care about your feelings. And pushing this rhetoric that having a black female physician or any delineation of those identities is going to be harmful to our communities is only harmful to maybe your ego. Just say what it is. Because this whole anti-DEI nonsense is just a way to push a racist, sexist rhetoric. That's all it is. And the reason that you all demonize experts and push this anti-intellectual ideology is only so you don't have to pay attention to facts. So you can spew nonsense and then your audience won't even have the wherewithal to fact check you because you've made them deny facts. Your white mediocrity is no longer being placed on a pedestal and you're throwing a tantrum.
I know what I wanted to say. Again, back to the DEI for a second. If you're an attending in a surgical training program and you have a surgeon that is inadequate, he's just not cutting it. And I saw this. I had, and while I was in training, there were surgeons or people that came into the program that were dropped after a year or two because it was clear that they weren't going to be able to do it. They just didn't have the dexterity. They didn't have the whatever. Today, if you do that and it's a minority or underrepresented in medicine, minority surgeon, as intending, if you hold them back or if you drop them, what's going to happen is you're going to get reported. You'll get reported to the DEI establishment in that program, and invariably they're going to side with the resident and not with the attending.
if I have a black female surgeon, my first assumption will be this person had to meet lower standards.
Yeah, that's because you're racist and sexist. You posted this on your own page. This is not some gotcha moment. You thought this was a good point, that the first thing that pops into your mind if a black woman came in as your surgeon is that. You know what I would think if a black woman came in as my surgeon, knowing that people like you exist? I would think I'm in good hands. And that's not virtue signaling. That's me knowing that we live in a world where she's probably had to deal with teachers like you, Tucker, and administrators just like you, Tucker, who have questioned her abilities every step of the way, and she has had to prove them wrong. She has had to go above and beyond, likely, her entire educational journey just to prove people like you wrong.
I have a black female surgeon, my first assumption will be this person had to meet low.
Let's talk about something real for a second. When people assume that a black woman in a high-level job like a surgeon or even OBGYN only got there because of lower standards, what they're saying is she couldn't have possibly earned it. It took me 11 OBGYNs to finally get diagnosed with PCOS, endometriosis, and adenomyosis. 11 doctors. 11 times I was told, it's just abnormal bleeding, lose the weight, you'll be fine. And guess what? The 11th doctor who finally diagnosed me is a black woman. She told me that if the other doctors had known what they were doing, I could have been diagnosed years earlier. I'm talking almost 10 years earlier. And I may have been able to save my fertility. So when people tell me that black women only got there because of lower standards in the medical field, tell me why the first 10 doctors that failed me were white women. White women with the same degrees. And why was my black doctor the only doctor able to do her job? And instead of assuming someone doesn't deserve their spot, maybe ask yourself why you're so uncomfortable with them having it.